9:15, January 25th, 2017. I finally pulled myself together and hopefully start to do the electrical wiring inside today. I should confess that it's not because I have actually managed to pull myself together, but rather because of this cold I have been coming down with. Now, we've got this fuse box including 9 branches of wire that has to go to different places, lights, projectors, sockets, I don't know, electrical wire heater, kitchen, and stuff like that, which are exclusive. That is, each of them has its own different line and its own fuse. So I had to think a lot, in fact, about how to organize them. I just wonder how the electrical engineers do that. It's just so difficult, even though I have had some background in electronics. But if you plan to do it correctly and, like, for example, have a very clean bus of electrical bus, that is, of parallel wires coming out of this fuse box without too much mess, it really does take a lot of time to organize your mind and thoughts and see how you got to do that. Yes, I'm wearing a lot of clothes inside because I'm still having that cold. Now, I figured the things that we have here that we have to put together are the exterior lights, the projectors outside, electricity for the fountain that I'm planning to do in the yard. Then there is the electrical plugs, both inside and outside. There is the lights inside, and there is the kitchen, and there is the water heater. And this is our fuse box. After much thought, I realized that the best way, at least as far as I can tell, is to do it like this. I have already taken one branch for the iron curtain, aluminum curtain, in fact, that I have in front of the window, and I've got 2 lines on each side of this fuse box and 5 lines on the bottom side of the fuse box. And I do not want the lines and wires to go like this all over each other, and I want it to be very clean and neat, just like, for example, something like this, rather than a big mess of wires and stuff. I think I might actually at last, at the end of the day, end up having some of this, but I'd like to minimize that to the least possible. So after a lot of writing down a lot of configurations based on the physical location of different items and the way I had to take the wires to them, I decided that this should be the final solution. This is the iron curtain, and which has already been done. I have taken a branch from the very first empty slot to the left of the fuse box and taken it up to the iron curtain. Next one is going to be the water heater, which will go up again and then turn right. It will go up there and turn right all the way on that wall to the actual water heater there. The next one here would be the kitchen, which will again take the same path parallel to the previous lines. It will go up and above the water heater line to the kitchen. Here I will have branches coming down for the washing machine and the stove and the future microwave oven and everything. Next we'll have the lights, the interior lights, which again parallel to those previous lines. It'll go up and over on the wall, having one or two lights installed there. Comes here again, a couple of lights, I don't know, here or here, and that'll be it pretty much. I don't want to go anywhere near that wood stove. Next line would be the outside projectors, which light the yard actually, and the plan is to put projectors like around this big window so that during night people on that road down there cannot see the inside because of all the glare that these projectors around the window are going to, or all the light that these projectors around the window are going to throw basically to their eyes. So next one is projectors. Again, goes up there all the way up and goes through that very top part of the window to the outside, and later to the projectors. Next one is the fountain line, which will come down and on this little wall here goes all the way to that spot through this pipe to the outside and through the yard to that location, which is almost where I'm planning to do the fountain, or maybe by that big rock. But anyways, that's the main path. Next one is the electrical plugs. Again, comes down, goes on this little wall with a few plugs on the way, and goes up again, a few plugs somewhere over there, branches out there also, or not actually, just plugs over here and over there. I will have the rest of the plugs derived or branched from the wires that I'll be running over there. And next one, which is here, would be the I forgot to mention that the electrical plugs, not only will they cover this area, but also it'll branch here and go through this tube, which I have already placed here, to go outside, provide us with an electrical plug here, and then it turns all around the building on the exterior, providing us with electrical plugs on all four sides of the building. Next one is the lights, exterior lights. Again, it'll get out of the right side of the fuse box, come down, and on this little wall it'll go through this tube to the outside and it'll turn all around the building to provide us with lights. On all four sides of the building. I have got one output, so to speak, of this fuse box empty. It used to be dedicated to the air conditioning, but then I thought to myself I could use the first line that I have already taken for the aluminum curtain, this one, with the electrical plugs on it, to be considered to be used for the air conditioning as well. Not just because a typical fuse could run both this aluminum curtain and the air conditioning, but also because the air conditioning is going to be placed somewhere here in the future, I think, because I thought to myself it has to be on a higher part of the inside of the building, because all the warm air tends to go up there. So I thought I should either place it here or there. That part is already occupied, kinda, and I guess this is going to be it. I'm not sure though. I might actually run a new line for the air conditioning, because it seems like it might not be a very good idea after all to hook both the aluminum curtain and the air conditioning to the same fuse. But that's just basically the theory. I know there's a lot to do in terms of wiring and drilling holes and stuff in the walls and stuff, but at least I now have an almost clear understanding of what I should do and where things should go, which is way much better than my state of mind like a few days ago, up until a few days ago, where I had no idea whatsoever what I should do with all those wires. And these are pretty thick wires, not really very easy to bend and stuff, and if you end up like crossing wires all over the place, it is not gonna look good. It's gonna look very ugly, even though the functionality might be okay. Thank you for watching.